Hi, my name's Peter Knight from Golf Possibilities, and what I want to do in this short clip is talk to you about the golf grip. Holding the club correctly is going to give you the most amount of control over the club face that you can have, certainly a lot more than if you grip it poorly. Now, there are some things that you have the possibility of varying, but there are also some principles, and we're going to talk about the principles. The first one, and this clip is based on right-handed golfers, but for the lefties you just reverse it. What I've done is I've marked my left hand with a line or two lines which represents where the grip of the club is going to go, and you'll notice that when I run the grip across that point there, that the club is actually sitting almost at the base of my fingers, sort of diagonally across the palm of my hand, but definitely not up in the palm of the hand and right down in the fingers. When I close my left hand, the fleshy part of my left hand there is sitting on top of the grip, and that's really quite important because that's going to allow me to be able to move my wrists quite freely during the golf swing. And in fact, a lot of the reason that we hold the club the way we do is because of the way our hands and wrists and arms are put together. You notice when we look at the club from front on that my top thumb is running down the grip, not right down the very top, but slightly right of centre. When I look down at the back of my left hand here, I can see 1, 2, and maybe even part of the third knuckle on the back of the hand there when I'm holding the club up in front of me. I've also marked a cross on my left thumb here, and that's going to help to allow me to see how to place my right hand correctly on the grip. With my right hand, you'll notice that I've put some marks across the joint on my two middle fingers there. That line runs right underneath the grip. Now, some of the grips are rounded and some of them on the bottom of the grip has a slight ridge running down it. That ridge runs across where I've marked those lines. So as I close my hand, my left thumb is going to sit underneath the fleshy part or the fleshy pad of my right hand there. So I'm holding the club very much in the fingers of my right hand. When I look down at both hands there, I've got a line formed between the thumb and the forefinger on both hands, and they're both pointed somewhere between my right ear and my right shoulder, and that can vary a little bit from player to player. Also, you'll notice that my knuckle on the base of my forefinger here and on my thumb are both sitting close together. There are no gaps, and that's the same for my left hand as well. So it's important with both hands to allow them to operate correctly. Now, whether the fingers of your right hand are all on the grip, whether the forefinger of the left hand is overlapped by the little finger of the right hand, which is the overlapping or Varden grip, that's the most common grip, or whether the forefinger of the left and the little finger of the right interlock, doesn't matter terribly. The one cautionary thing though, particularly with the interlocking grip, most players that I see with an interlocking grip lock their fingers to get security first, and of course there's no way that they can hold the club with the bottom of the grip running across these lines here. So make sure the club's gripped in the fingers first and then interlock with what's left. Once you have your hands placed on the club correctly like that, feel like they're nice free hinges, practice your swing with that. Unfortunately, improving your grip in this way, if it's not already ideal, is going to create some changes in feel for your swing which will take some getting used to. But it will be well worth it. So work on your grip, practice it with all your shots, and you'll find that in no time you'll have much more control over the club face.